Yo. CTB, Chin Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy Jay Slay. Say what up to him, man.
What's up, everybody? Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Let's grow this channel. We love boxing, you love boxing.
That's the most definitely. This is the channel where all the boxing fans come to get these delicious entrees of boxing knowledge. What's on the menu for them today, bro?
Billy Joe Saunders camp is already making excuses. Is this a sign for things to come?
Is this a sign of things to come? Yeah. If y'all haven't heard the news, apparently Billy Joe Saunders put it out that he's not even on weight. He hasn't started weight loss yet. Remind everybody, we 8 weeks out from the fight. Almost to the day, 8 weeks out from the fight. He put out that he's still overweight and that he's just now getting over the flu. So the question is, do you think he's making excuses? Or is it the curveball? Is he just playing the media to make Canelo think that he's out of shape? We're gonna talk about it.
Hmm.
What's your opinion, man? What's your opinion on Billy Joe and what he feeding the media right now? You think it's nonsense, or you think it's got some validity to it?
I mean, it could, but I mean, he fighting Canelo. I mean, he done been in big fights. He done been here before. So you trying to pull a tactic or making him think that you gonna come in barely making weight or you ain't get a full camp. Like Canelo don't care about that shit. He gonna beat your ass, either or. So I mean, if the tactics you using to try to mess with Canelo camp, they don't care about that. But to me, I think it's some truth to it, man. I think he's already making a built-in excuse. So when he flops on May the 9th, and it was a bullshit fight that he get beat up with,
Hmm.
then his already built an excuse that I only had 6 weeks to train because in 8 weeks I told y'all I had the flu, and and I got out the flu and it took me a week to get my win back and all this other bullshit. So it's already a built-in excuse, man, for him to just to run with it. So if he loses the fight, he can come back and he can get another big fight with somebody else, or I don't know. Because once we do this round robin at 160, people gonna fall. You're gonna have people like Plant and maybe Charlo and these guys. So he can say, "Hey, I lost Canelo, but I had a bad camp. I had a good camp. I could have beat him, but
Hmm.
I can beat you, or I can beat Boo Boo or whoever." So I think it's his way of setting him up for another big fight, and also having a built-in excuse for the current fight that he has with Canelo. How about you?
Man, I kind of see it the way, but I kind of don't. I'm gonna play devil's advocate just to make this
Okay.
even more funny. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Let's say that he is trying to play. He's trying to play the UK media. He's trying to play the United States media, the Mexican media, all of them. He basically trying to downplay to the Mexican media and the US media, trying to say, yeah, Canelo, I'm not even in shape yet. You already had a fight. You in shape. You had a whole training camp, going to another training camp. So what if he downplaying himself to say, all right, when I beat Canelo, you had a whole nother camp. You was in shape earlier before I was, and I still beat you. What if that's his game plan?
I mean, it could be, but I don't. It ain't gonna do nothing for him. I mean, because if he wins, he gonna get all the credit anyway, and he'll get another fight with Canelo. So it ain't like he got to sell himself on another fight with him. I mean, if it was another fighter, I would say maybe,
Mm,
but Canelo don't care, man. He
yeah, he
gonna
don't.
beat your ass no matter who you are. He beat the last guy like he was his sparring partner.
Yeah.
He didn't play with him. He didn't come in camp. Oh, I'm fighting just a nobody. I'm gonna come in here and just get it over with and fight 8 rounds. No, he beat the boy like he didn't belong in the ring with him.
Mm,
And if Billy Joe Saunders come with that bullshit, and he comes overweight, or he comes in there sloppy, or just coming there to get a paycheck,
mm.
he's gonna get beat bad. And the bad thing about it, a focused Billy Joe Saunders, this is an interesting fight because we know from the past, every technical boxer that he's fought, he's had trouble with. Even
Yeah.
Amir Khan. Go back
Yeah.
and watch the Amir Khan fight. He lost the first 4 or 5 rounds
Yeah.
of the Amir Khan. Everybody that's a pure boxer, he has trouble with. So
Yeah.
if Billy Joe Saunders can get his mind right and get focused for these 8 or 9 weeks, he has a decent possibility, just a decent, don't get carried away, a decent possibility of making this an interesting fight. I don't know. So I mean, what do you think? I mean,
Yeah, I agree with you. I had to play devil's advocate a little bit. I think it's all bullshit, to be honest. I honestly think he is overweight. Think I think vitamin had a little bit to do with it. Because he is doing vital testing, I believe. Even though they did raise the amount of clenbuterol levels you allow, there's still other drugs he can't take. So maybe he didn't have his proper fat count because he can't take those drugs. That's a possibility.
And that's another thing too. Ever since he got busted for drugs, for his drug test, he hasn't looked that good. So now I wonder, was he ever that good? Or was it because he was? I don't know. You know.
You know how I feel about him. I never. Excuse me. I never thought he was that good anyway. I think the people he fought was tailor-made for him to beat. Like his biggest wins is David Lemieux. That's his biggest win to date. So David Lemieux was pretty much a one-trick pony. He has no real head movement, no real good foot movement, and he just a heavy puncher. He gets punched a lot. He get hit a lot, and even then, you wasn't able to hurt Lemieux real bad. You just made him miss. You pretty much just embarrassed him all night. If you go on there with that same game plan with Canelo, you're not beating Canelo on those scorecards, man. I don't care if you go on there with the game plan that Laura had. Laura, to me, in my opinion, you could have a strong case that he won that fight. I don't see David Lemieux doing better. Not David Lemieux. I don't see Billy Joe Saunders doing better than Laura did. Whether he got the flu or not, whether he made shape or not. So him putting out this information now saying, yeah, I'm out of shape and I got the flu now, I'm just not getting in camp. You 8 weeks out, bro. You're a professional prize fighter. You knew this fight was gonna get made. So why are you just now trying to make weight or trying to get in shape? You know who's not in shape? You know who's in shape right now? Who would be ready for this fight in 8 weeks?
Who?
Charlo. Charlo stay in shape year round. You know who else is in shape? David Benavidez. He stay in shape year round. So what's his excuse? Canelo Alvarez stay in shape year round. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. I don't know who ordered this fight, but I'm gonna watch it because I'm a boxing fan.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it because I'm a boxing fan. And he, like you pointed out earlier, he does have a small chance in outboxing Canelo. But in my opinion, if he outboxed Canelo anyway, the judge is not gonna give it to him, man. They gave him a draw. One of the judges gave him a draw with Mayweather, and Mayweather beat the shit out of him. All 12 rounds, and he somehow still had a draw on the scorecards from what's her name? Something Bird.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. She's not even judging no more.
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm not that excited about the fight right now. As it gets closer, I get more excited about the fight. But I'll be honest with you. I'm ready for this fight to get over with so I can focus on the bigger fights that Canelo has coming up. Because I believe once he gets rid of Saunders, I think Plant, Charlo, and Benedict is his next fight. I think Plant will be in September. But after the Plant fight, what I think Plant is going to give him a pretty decent fight because I think Plant is better than Saunders. I think he's a better boxer. So, so I think that fight is going to be a more tougher fight than Saunders. And then if he gets past Plant, which we won't go too deep, then hopefully we could be looking at a Charlo fight. Hopefully.
What really grinds my gears about this whole thing pretty much is like really the two stiffest competition for Canelo to fight. They're gonna wind up having to fight each other for the right to fight Canelo. If you think about it, they're gonna have to fight, which I'm talking about David Benavidez and Charlo. They are going to be the ones that have to fight each other to earn a right to fight Canelo. So Canelo going to fight the Billy Joeses, and then like you said, Killer Plant is next. But I'm not really mad at the Killer Plant fight either. And it's actually kind of smart in having them two fights back to back because stylistically they pretty much, like you said, they're both out boxers. So have them fight them fights back to back. It's actually a smart move by Canelo.
Oh, Canelo.
Yes,
I look past that.
so now you look,
Okay.
yeah, you put
Yeah,
put
all
it together.
right.
Yeah. So, but in the process of waiting for that, like you said, Benavidez and Charlo can't wait on they can't wait on the shelf. So they have to fight each other to make money in the meantime, which to me is unfair. But it is what it is. Boxing. This is how boxing is at this point in time. But yeah, we really want to talk about that Billy Joe excuse and how he apparently is overweight still. I don't know if you seen the picture. You seen the pictures online of him being overweight?
I mean, I was gonna ask you that. Any pictures or any photos out of him being overweight?
I see one photo, but a lot of people comment on the photo said it was old. So I
Okay.
don't know why I kind of threw the curveball at you earlier about maybe this is just he just bullshitting us as fans and trying to say yeah I was in shape the whole time.
Yeah,
And then
we'll find out. We'll find out very soon.
yeah, most definitely because I think this fight gonna have like a in like an inside training camp show. Like I don't know what
Yeah,
the name of it's gonna be.
we'll find out in 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, we gonna see when they put the camp on TV. We're gonna see where he at. But yeah, this is our show for the day, man. Let us know how we did. Let us know if you think Billy Joe Saunders is the best bet. Let us know if Killer Plant may fight Charlo. Maybe he'll fight Benavidez before he get the Canelo fight. I doubt that.
Hmm.
Let us know who's the true best at these weights and who you think will come out on top to fight Canelo in the super fight. With that being said, this is CTB, Chin Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy Jay Slay. Cut him out of here, man.
All right, everybody. Remember, once again, like, subscribe, comment, notification, get the word out. That is a true boxing channel for its purists in the sport. We love boxing, you love boxing. But most of all, peace and love, and we out.